Well, the Department of Science and Technology fundamentally exists to support and promote innovation. Clearly, a large part of our work is to support scientific endeavors, research and development, but ultimately, even the research that is being done, albeit at a basic level, fundamental level, and then progressing to a more applied level, it has to lead to breakthroughs, to successes, to finding solutions to social problems, and at the end of the day, contribute towards economic growth, towards poverty eradication in various ways, and towards creating a better living circumstances for ordinary people. And we believe that innovation and social innovation plays a critical part in that. Social innovations have the potential to both provide solutions to these real on-the-ground problems and to create, in so doing, through social entrepreneurship, long-term jobs in response to these demands and in response to some of the realities on the ground. The challenge that government faces, and an NGO environment and a corporate environment, is how to identify real creativity on the ground, people's own initiatives, community initiatives, and then to give them appropriate forms of support so that they can grow, that they can flourish. And along with that, which I believe that SEED is very good at doing, and we need more of it, is not just to give support on a case-by-case basis, but to learn the lessons from every case, to learn to examine in every case the extent to which that case, that initiative, is able to have applicability in other areas, or even be able to inspire other people in other areas to do the same thing or similar things. Taking a scan over the South African landscape, the first sort of macro picture that emerges is, notwithstanding our relatively high level of per capita income, it doesn't tell the true picture of South Africa because there are great distortions in it. There are many very, very wealthy people, and there are many more very poor people in South Africa. So despite South Africa being a relatively well-developed country, there are still remaining pockets of underdevelopment. What we're seeing, and the challenge for us is how to build on it, is people's creative responses to some of the difficulties they face on the ground, whether it's the difficulty of being orphaned through HIV/AIDS, whether it's the difficulty of not having ready access to resources in a rural area which people in urban areas take for granted. People find innovative ways of surviving and of improving their own living conditions through their own efforts. So the landscape tells us that there are tremendous and literally hundreds of them examples of genuine innovation, of genuine creative responses to opportunities that exist on the ground. But the other lesson that we learn in South Africa is that we need to do a lot better at giving the right forms of support to these initiatives and expanding these initiatives to break through the village project level or the community-based project level to bigger social programs. Well, I can say I have the good fortune of knowing quite a lot about the underlying philosophy of SEED and what drives it and what gave rise to its birth, having been a former board member of SEED, and also knowing the individuals from various countries that constitute the founding members of SEED. They're passionate about what SEED is doing, but what distinguishes SEED, I believe, from many other organizations is that it's a complete package. But its starting point, of course, is to promote and support partnership, because it's only through partnership, and partnership of various forms, that some of these opportunities are going to be realized and some of the challenges are going to be addressed. But it's also about partnerships to promote innovation in a sustainable and environmentally free manner. So what excites me about SEED is that it's got the full package. Discovering these initiatives, looking for them, letting them come through, rewarding and acknowledging these initiatives. That's very important. But then putting in place a support package, a modest support package. It's not a donor agency, but a support package which is derived from strengthened networks, from being able to take advantage of the available resources through other organizations, through government departments, And so putting that project, which has all of the critical ingredients in it, in touch with the right people, but also giving them advice. And then finally, I think the lesson learning is a very, very important component of SEED, because it has to go somewhere. And I think SEED has developed expertise in analyzing what made one project succeed. SEED's big challenge is to be on the ever-learning curve as well, to say, how can we fine-tune that support package? How can we be more critical and discerning in the kinds of projects we choose to reward? And how can we more effectively exchange the lessons between communities and between countries?